huge differences now. Even I would say to 5 years ago, we would expect well, if they weren't live tweeting the press conference, which they probably would be, then you'd expect to be delivering a news report for the website pretty much as soon as it finishes. They then might be involved in a web chat, obviously interacting with readers in a very direct way, which we could never do before. Then they might go and record the podcast. We do a broadcast TV preview program, so they might have to sit down and talk knowledgeably about football and about the forthcoming matches with a presenter and another expert analyst. And then they might get to go to the game, where again they'll be filing for a rolling blog perhaps as it's going along, and then producing their match report. So it's a lot more intense experience for them.
For instance, from my point of view as a sports journalist, there's 1 million football websites out there, and there's suddenly 1 million more journalists out there, or people who think they're journalists, and they just put stuff out there. They may be in press conferences, they may be at matches, and bang, they just stick stuff straight out there. Because there are so many more outlets, it's so much harder for exclusivity, much harder to keep something to yourself. And there's so much more competition. If you notice these days, virtually every newspaper has a website, and for many newspapers these days, it's almost more important to get your stuff out on the website than it is in the paper. So competition is much, much tougher, and there's just a lot more media out there, and that makes it harder.